It's me. What'd he say? I'm in California dreaming about the things we used to be. I don't know what video I'm finna react to yet. I gotta check the lineup, and it is Pat McAfee up first. Should Lamar Jackson win his third MVP, or is there someone more deserving? From the football I did watch this season, I ain't gonna lie, that boy Josh Allen was looking very tough. Word to Broski. He was looking like he was doing his thing out there. I would watch the Bills, I would say, damn, that nigga Josh Allen tough. Word to Broski. But Lamar, the reason the Lamar Jackson is just like, the people want to give it to Josh Allen because this is the usual for Lamar Jackson. This is the normal now. He dominates the game. He's so good. It's what we expect now. And Josh Allen, and we see him now doing it without the nigga, so it looks better. But Lamar Jackson is the best football player in the league. I ain't gonna lie. We talking about MVP. Yeah, I don't know the way they define it. I don't know their definition. I don't know how you to vote on it. But if you ask me, basically, a award like that, MVP of the league, we talking about best football player in the NFL, Lamar Jackson. Word to Brewski, I think hands down. But let's get to it. I'm going to quit yapping. Let's see what the boys got to say. Shout out Pat McAfee. My opinion don't matter as much as theirs, but hey, who
Cowboys,
knows?
who has an AP vote?
Who knows? I'm just a nigga at the crib vibing. So we got to get in that grind, man. I ain't been grinding hard enough. Been in my feelings. End of the year, I said, but I gotta hop out my feelings and I hop in my bag. Fuck you, tired, bro.
Boston Connor, isn't it interesting?
Yeah.
Feels like the MVP convo is only heating up.
Yeah, Boston Connor.
Josh Allen goes ape shit. Then Lamar Jackson on Christmas says, you know what? Have you forgotten? Everything I'm doing this year, the best I've ever done it throughout my entire career. I've already won multiple MVPs. So they're putting out, who's your MVP candidate? Now, this doesn't even have Jared Goff on it. And Jared Goff is obviously cooked.
Saquon. And I feel like Saquon's 2000. This is like, I feel like nigga going 2000. I ain't even know like what's going on. But like I don't know. But I ain't been like I've been locked into my rugby league. I ain't like shout out rugby league.
I mean, look, I worry about it because
shout out
one of the
rugby
teams
league.
we just talked about, the Pittsburgh Steelers, them in Baltimore, they don't like each other.
Oh yeah, they hate each other.
And I'm not saying Tone is biased in any sort of way, and he would never make a decision based on the city he's from, the city he represents, the city that bleeds through him. But with that being said, I thought Josh Allen was a runaway. And then yesterday happens, and we're looking at these numbers side by side.
Ooh, my Jack.
I thought that was the whole thing with T.J. Watt last year with the Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, because remember
5.9 is crazy, though. I ain't gonna lie. Saquon Barkley, bro. I didn't even know Saquon was going so stupid. Like, I knew he was him. I knew he was doing his thing, but like, 2,000, 5.9, 6 a carry? What are we talking? That's crazy.
This is AP Tone's first year voting. Let's go to a man who coached football for 36 years, 18 in college, 18 in the NFL. Coach Chuck McGaw here. Merry Christmas, Coach.
Hey, Chuck.
Coach, if you're looking at this MVP voting, and Tone actually has a vote, and I would like to go on the record as when the idea was pitched to us by great man.
Came on the show, Eagles guy.
Rob Motti.
Rob Motti. Very thankful for the idea.
Tone Diggs really got a vote. That's crazy.
He pitched both me and Tone. And I said, I'm not the right guy for the job, Rob. I'm not the one that needs to decide this. Because this is legacy, right? This is Hall of Fame stuff. This is next contract stuff. This is how they remember you as a football player, these types of awards. Now, do I think people put weight
man, that's tough. That's tough.
All of them? Absolutely, but I'm not the
one. Look at them rush yards, man, and them TDs, though. I mean, numbers don't lie, though.
What are your thoughts, especially with what Lamar did just yesterday?
It looked like, Josh Allen was a runaway a couple weeks. What he did in that 4 or 5 weeks,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Was just absurd.
I used to watch the Bills and be like,
think he all-time rushing leader for a quarterback in the history of the game.
6,110 yards, surpasses Michael Vick. That is correct.
I mean,
finna stack up, finna 10th out that bit. What we talking about?
Jefferson's record, rushing record. So if he does that, Josh keeps rolling.
I'm saying Saquon going stupid, like
set a new record, right, for rushing yards for a quarterback. I mean,
good luck.
Chuck like, word. Golly, they all dummy. I ain't gonna lie, Chuck Pagano, he called Ashton Genty like week one. I remember watching this shit. He was talking about Ashton Genty. He was it might have been in the summer, but he was talking about Ashton.
Okay, they both got to do it.
He used to talk about Ashton Genty a lot.
I wish they'd wait for this. When does this vote come out, AP?
January 6th is when we have to have the vote in.
That's a weird date to have, but they
AJ Hawk's birthday.
Yeah,
first Raw, and then it's a clear picture.
Oh wait,
yeah.
I mean, that was in like 8K.
It looked fantastic.
Is that a Monday then?
Yeah.
Sorry, January 8th, then the Wednesday after the final week.
Okay, January 8th.
And this is predominantly a quarterback given award goes to a quarterback, right?
Yep.
So if these two stayed neck and neck, yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one because Lamar, like we've all been watching him since he was just down the road in Louisville, right? Just
even in high school, he had highlights popping up. Obviously,
just tearing.
Gone.
I mean, just sick.
Stepping it. He really just striding him for it. Really just striding him. Let me pick my stride up real quick. Stepping you.
21.25 miles an hour there. That's the fastest he's ever been tracked.
He like this shit too easy.
He's just kind of striding out. He came into the season lighter.
Get out of here.
This is a stupid play. The amount of time he had to wait for Likely to decide to turn and go that way.
I ain't gonna lie. It's like, because when you see this in the league, it's like, niggas, this the stuff they tell you not supposed to be able to do in the league, but he going league and doing it still to this day.
That's one of the best passes.
And then he out here posting on Instagram him go like every little league black quarterback.
He
not passing it, stiff arming boy. Little league quarterback.
And I said there's no question that Josh Allen's the best player in the sport.
Patient with his arm now.
He had 6 touchdowns, 3
Isaiah Likely, real dog.
Quarterback to ever do that or whatever. Watching Lamar yesterday,
hold on,
it was hard not to be like, oh man, guy with microphone says something that is supposed to be a matter of fact, and it is not at all. He is so much fun to watch. Now, this Houston
That's
Texans
crazy.
team,
I ain't gonna lie.
we all got questions. As an AFC South compadre of the Houston Texans here in Indianapolis, it is very fascinating to see what their team has become.
Shout out CJ Stroud, but when the hype hit him last year, I never understood it until I guess they was good. I guess they made the playoffs, but I'm not saying he sucked. It's just I don't feel like I don't want to be a hater because he's good. He's good at what he do, man. He's an NFL quarterback, but I don't feel like he's as good as people think he can be. You know what I'm saying? Like we seen him, man. I feel like he's closer than his max potential and athleticism, and you know what I'm saying, than a lot of these quarterbacks already. Than a lot of the younger ones already are. You know what I'm saying?
They get it.
That's what I'm trying to say.
They did.
All right.
I ain't saying he's sick, though. My bad. I love you, CJ.
That was it.
On Derrick Henry.
31-2. That was the final score of the game.
That's a goose egg.
For the defense.
Doesn't show it on the deal, but the defense, you said we shut them out.
Let's talk about the Ravens defense. Are they good? Because they have the most losses, which is why Josh Allen was the one who everybody was talking. You look at all those people that are up at the top. The team with the most amount of losses, Baltimore Ravens. Okay, so normally it goes to a team that is 1 or 2 in their respective conferences. The Baltimore Ravens have a couple early losses, that they have to get over. How many points did they lose those games?
22. 5 losses, 22 total points.
Raiders and
all
Browns
one-score games.
And then that toe.
Yep. Yeah, week
First
1.
game, week 1, toe. Isaiah Likely.
And there's a couple of those
if he's wearing.
Oh yeah, back in the end zone.
Whites was that the case or just the opposite?
I remember that was a hell of a play, Isaiah Likely.
Don't even see that. They have no idea. Touchdown.
And they walk out of there week 1.
Lamar's on to another MVP. This Ravens team might actually do it. That's from week 1.
Yeah.
And instead, toes out. They just can't do it. They get a fumble at the half-yard line. They have a toe out of bounds. This team is just kind of snake-bitten. But instead, you watch them, and you watch them continue to play, and it's like, this offense is unstoppable. Mark Andrews.
Man, they gave that boy Derrick Henry. What do we expect? They gave the best rushing offense in the league. Derrick. What the fuck is we expecting? They're gonna
weapons.
They gave the best rushing offense, the best rusher.
He's gonna win the MVP again, huh? Is that what's gonna happen, Age? Because we got an AP voter here, and he's flustered. He's flustered with what to do.
Well, okay, I don't know what the protocol is. Is Tone, as an AP voter, is he allowed to get on the phone and talk with other AP voters and see where they're at and what they're doing?
Yeah. I don't care where they're at.
I like that. I like that.
Why would I give a shit what they think?
Where do you think
like
they're at, Tone?
Huh?
Where do you think they're at?
Where do I think
hammer,
I have no idea because none of them think like me.
Word.
Good point.
That's
Okay,
right.
I respect it.
You are the anomaly over there.
How many Cowboys?
Who says it's just these three? Huh?
Jared Goff needs a look.
Talk to
Who's
me.
in AP Tone's current watch list for the MVP? Joey B. Josh Allen.
Me is 40 touchdowns.
So here's some stats on Joe Burrow that we had before.
The thing about Joey B is the Bengals.
Before the
They
Christmas
just
games, and obviously they changed for this.
they started bad too. Started
Joe
slow starts.
Has the most had the most completions before Christmas. So let's take this for Monday morning.
Okay.
We got these stats. Okay, we got these stats.
Yep.
Monday morning. Most completions, Joe Burrow had 384. Geno Smith was number 2 at 370. Most pass yards, Joe Burrow had 4,229. He's best in the league.
Oh, that's crazy. I ain't even see that, Joey. That's crazy,
Most
Joey.
pass yards,
That's crazy,
Joe Burrow
Joey.
had 4,229.
I ain't gonna lie, though. I'm trying to think of who Joey Burrow. He like Drew Brees. Huh? He like Drew Brees. Who Joey? Not play style, but like legacy. You know what I'm saying? Who his career
best in
gonna
the
be
league.
like?
Jared Goff is in second at 4,095 yards. Most pass touchdowns.
That's
Joe
crazy,
Burrow had
Joey.
39. Most in the league.
I seen a picture of that and I was like, oh, we seen that before. Look, Mahomes. Nah, seeing that in motion, how quick. Nah, that was tough, Joey.
Geno Smith
That
was
was
number 2 at
tough,
370.
boy.
Most pass yards, Joe Burrow had 4,229. He's best in the league. Jared Goff is in second at 4,095 yards. Most pass touchdowns, Joe Burrow had 39. Most in the league. Number 2, Lamar Jackson, 37.
Oh.
So go ahead and count that as a pass tie. Most passing first downs, Joe Burrow, 215. Number 2, Jared Goff, 206. Most total first downs, Joe Burrow, 229. Lamar Jackson, 220. So I don't know how many he picked up yesterday.
Quite a few, I'd assume.
I do not know, but obviously Joe Burrow's got another weekend to kind of take back the lead. Most total first downs, same exact thing, 229 to 220. Most EPA on passes.
Yep.
Sure.
This is the one.
Which is the terrible one.
Can you explain that for people that might not know?
Expected
Points added.
points added on passes. I don't think so. Joe Burrow, 108.7. Lamar Jackson, 84.6, number 2 in the league. EPA. Expected.
I don't think they're thinking he's going to
Remember
add
we had
100
that-
points.
Clinic earlier on EPA.
And the most clutch weighted EPA is another stat that Hembo sent over.
That's awesome.
This one's the coolest one.
I believe
Joe
Josh.
Burrow,
Yeah,
103.9. Josh
Josh
Allen,
Allen.
95.8. He's
Okay.
Wow.
But
Josh
definitely
Allen
take
throws a lot of clutch passes. I see that. Joey, I see Joey's too, cause he's the offense. No more mixing. That I ain't trying to, but without Joey, the Bengals don't go, cause there's no more mixing back there. Without mixing, toting that thing, them Bengals are completely different, as we see, bro. As we can see, like they need that dangerous back there, and that's what Joey is. He the offense. That's lit. That's what I'm trying to see. Like, who is Joey B? He like. I don't even want to say Drew Brees. He like Joey B. Who Joey B? He like Eli Manning. Like, who's Joey B?
Yesterday, because Christmas, how clutch can he be?
Yeah.
Weighted?
No, yeah.
The weight of Christmas? International audience?
Every throw is clutch then. Every single throw is clutch, right? If it's Christmas Day.
Yeah.
That's true.
Santa Claus is looking.
Yeah.
It'll be fun to watch Joe B go up against that Denver defense because they're pretty salty. And Surtain will line up and be across Chase. That'll be a good. That'll be a good one to watch.
That'll be
And
a
what
great
was that
one.
stat about the Bengals and who they've played and who they've beat? I guess there was a tweet that was put out this morning. Once again, we did not fact check it, but it was certainly put into our sphere. So I don't know if it's real or not. I do apologize. Who have the Bengals beat this year? They're saying
No starting quarterbacks, I believe.
that's what the tweet said.
Wow.
Now, I've not looked into that. That's right before we go live. But they're basically doing the college football talk. Who have they beat? Who have they beat? Who have the Bengals beat?
Herbie put out this tweet?
Herbie did not put out the tweet. I've seen a lot of things said about Herbie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Me
That's
too.
fun.
Here's an insane stat entering week 17. This from Ben Baby at Ben_.
Andy Dalton, Daniel Jones, who that? Deshaun Watson, Gardner Minshew, Cooper Rush, Will Levis, Doris Thomas. Okay, the real ones we can say that's not good ones. DTR, that's not a good one. Levis, yeah. I mean, he played some football games, so that's a win. That's a win. But I ain't gonna lie. Cooper Rush, He played some games too. That's a win. Gardner Minshew, that's a win too. I ain't gonna lie. He Minshew Magic. Nah, maybe nah. I ain't gonna lie. Nah. Yeah, you knocked that out. Watson, you down there crossed that one out too. Daniel Jones, he sucked. He shit ball. Get out of here. Andy Dalton, Defense had some walkthroughs. Defense had some good days. I ain't gonna lie.
Starting quarterbacks and Bengals wins this year.
Defense had some light days.
Andy Dalton, Mac Jones, Deshaun Watson, Minshew, Rush. Minshew was a starter for the Raiders, I think, at one point.
He was. He started the season.
I'm saying a lot of these players were fake starters.
We should maybe fact check that a little bit, but that was the tweet that got sent in there. The Bengals haven't been able to stop anybody, and they're playing backup quarterbacks are able to do it. That's going to inevitably be their downfall. Yep. The amount of losses that Cincinnati Bengals have had, just like 5 losses for the Baltimore Ravens, are inevitably the reason why they're not at the top of the MVP conversations, because normally it comes from a team who's first or second in the amount of wins going to the quarterback.
That's how, Dak came in second last year in MVP voting, and they were, 12-4, 12-5, whatever they were. Lamar ended up winning it because of their record. I think they were 14-2 last year, but Dak had the better stats. So
it was 14.
Each year it's a different thing. Like Josh, Lamar, Saquon, Joe, all the stats these guys have this year would have easily won last year, and they all have put up MVP seasons this year. So it's going to be very interesting to see who.
Been a great season from the superstars. Josh Allen's offensive line says we know who should win this one. Mm-hmm. They gifted him an Ice-Stat MVP Josh Allen jersey logo.
Yeah. Fuck you talking about? Icy Joshy.
We were just talking about Travis Kelce.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen.
Icy Joshy.
He's got that now to wear around his necklace. That's going to be flat. Think of the light.
Ice on my neck cause 150.
He's going to walk in there barefoot, shirtless.
Yep.
He's going to steal the attention.
Wearing a bear.
Yeah, thank you. A whole bear, like it's that movie that Leo was in.
Revenant.
Yeah, and then Deion Dawkins going to walk in looking so sweet, whatever it is. And then Josh Allen's going to walk in there. He's going to have a little strut a little bit, and that thing's just going to be.
Talking about ice on my neck cause 150.
You think this is finally the year, Age, that Josh Allen wins the MVP? Because that was kind of expected until Lamar Jackson goes bananas over the last 2 weeks. I think the timing in which the Ravens had a bye, which was ultimately good for the Baltimore Ravens. They had a bye, then they had their 3 games, Giants, Steelers, and then Texans yesterday in 11 days. So they had a little break leading up to this, knowing they were going to have a tough go. But during that bye week, Josh Allen has that 6-touchdown performance against the Rams on prime time.
That's tough. 6
so
of them
everybody
things.
just assumed it was going to be Josh's year because he's never won it, and there has been that push in the past for people to win MVP that have won. Remember, Russell Wilson, whenever he was with the Seattle Seahawks towards the tail end, and with the Broncos, not this year with the Steelers at all, but at the end of the Seahawks, remember, opening week, it's like Russell Wilson has never won the MVP. Every time he was on TV, it was like they were trying to drive up him winning the MVP. Is that happening with Josh? He's having such a good year. Do you think that pendant is going to become one that's maybe next year we'll wear this? How do you think it goes, Andrew?
Man, I thought Josh was running away with it for a while, probably like most people were. He thought, okay,
I ain't gonna lie, I did.
He has the 6-touchdown day. But then Lamar just keeps doing it over and over again, especially when it matters.
That's the normal for Lamar. That's crazy.
I mean, we know you got an AP voter right there in studio with Tone. Recency bias, I
think
Big
Josh
plays a role here, and both these guys are playing great. But man, Lamar feels like he may have a little
cool.
Yes, especially coming off of Christmas. The ass
Mar,
an absolute ass beating in front of the entire world of the AFC South champion.
Tough.
It's just like when people were talking about the Chiefs-Steelers outcome. It's like, hey, the Chiefs haven't been playing great all year. Is what the conversation was. 15-1.
Pump. Get out of there. Stupid. I ain't gonna lie, Mark crazy. Mark crazy. I ain't gonna lie, Mark crazy. Mark crazy. I ain't gonna lie, Mark crazy. Hey, why they ended like that too? They know who they about. Mark is crazy. Mark is him. I ain't gonna lie, you ask me, Lamar Jackson is him. Hey, like they say, like AJ just said, recency bias is gonna play a big factor in this one. Cause I ain't gonna lie, if Josh Allen go for 4 and run somebody over and word, I'm gonna say Josh Allen is him. Word, MVP him. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie, recency bias plays a factor, but. That was tough, man. MVP. Shit. They don't know who to give it to. Goddamn, give it to me. Goddamn it. I'm ready for it. Call me MVP. Speech. You feel me? Throw me in the Hall of Fame. Hey, we can do it all. Man. What you talking about? I love y'all boys, man. Appreciate y'all. Shout out Pat and the guys, man. Lovely what y'all do, y'all. Y'all changed the game for a lot of people. Random niggas got fucking YouTube channels with shit like that just because of these niggas. Shout out to them boys.